Are you an online coach who's looking to generate way more leads into your business that turn into high-paying clients directly from Facebook ads? Well, in this video, we're not just going to look at the Facebook ads that are proven to highly convert for coaches just like you, but we're also going to look at where we send them after they click on your advert, because what's a Facebook ad if we only get a click and we don't get an application or somebody buying a product? By the way, if you're new here, every single week I'm dropping lead generation strategies on Facebook ads, paid advertising, social media, email marketing, and funnels that are all proven to work for experts, coaches, and consultants looking to generate those high quality leads every single week predictably into their business. So if you haven't already done it, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss one of these videos. Okay, so there's two types of coaches in the world. There's those who want the high paying, high ticket clients, and then there's liars. And we're going to pander to both of you here by actually telling you how you can generate the high quality, high paying leads coming directly into your business from Facebook ads. And this isn't just something that I use as a marketer, even though I was a business owner long before I was a marketer anyway. However, this is for people who are actually using this right now, these exact strategies to generate those high quality, high paying leads into their business. Just as an example, Jen and Emma, amazing coaches from Scotland, they joined my accelerator program and they didn't even have a high ticket product. They literally wanted to create one and wanted to sell it, and they created it on the spot, used some of these simple strategies in this video right here to go on and actually create an abundance of high ticket, high paying clients into their business, as well as having the systems in place to allow this to grow and grow and grow week on week, month on month, and have an incredible business that now generates well over 10K per month within 2 months of being inside the accelerator program. Okay, so there's 4 steps to super high converting ads for experts, coaches, and consultants looking for those high quality, high paying leads. And we're going to start with number 1, which is starting with the end in mind. We're going to actually look at where do they go after they click on the ad? Because if you don't have this nailed down, do not run Facebook ads yet. This can be a part of you getting your Facebook ads up and running, but focus on this, because sending them to some terrible landing page or even using something like Facebook's lead ads, which, by the way, if you've been sucked into it for people saying super low price per lead, hey, the quality is absolutely dross. If you're looking for high quality, high paying clients and you don't just want to be on an endless run of no shows in your call book diary, then do not use Facebook lead ads right now. We want to actually make people work in the best way possible to become a lead for your business. That's how we know that high quality leads are coming in and they're going to pay a higher premium to work with you. So there's 3 places that I really like to send people. And by the way, if you're really interested in a deep dive into these 3, I'll link below. I've got a really short free training on a deep dive into these 3 funnels. Okay, I say funnels, don't get scared by it if you're not a funnel type person, if you're not on ClickFunnels or whatever. These are really short. In fact, one of them is 2 steps. So don't worry about it. These are really short funnels and you can easily build them yourself. Never mind the fact that you could come to me and I could actually just give them to you in one click and they would transfer over to your ClickFunnels account. But these 3 right here, number 1 is an application funnel. This is a super simple place that we're actually sending people so that they actually become a lead within your business. So this isn't putting them through any sort of system in any way, not giving them any stepping stones. This is literally saying, do you want to book a call with me to discuss your business, your life, your physique, your whatever you coach, and then potentially talk about our products and services on the back end of it. And application funnels are super simple. Sure, at the absolute simplest stage, you can just send them to a single page that really sells what the call is all about. I've got another podcast about this on this channel, the anatomy of a Facebook ad, book call ad. You should 100% check that out because I deep dive into exactly how to position your calls to get more of them into the diary. However, this application form can be super simple. You know, it can literally be sending somebody to a page in which it tells them what the call is, what the offer is, how long it's going to be, what the value is for them within turning up to this call, and then say that you need some information from them that then redirects to a calendar where they can book their call time. Alternatively, you can use a more systemized application funnel, which is you would take their name and email address on the first page, then you would go to the second page where you would get them to book in their call time, and then on the third page you would get them to fill in an application form. If they do not fill in the application form, this is totally up to you. Personally, I cancel the calls. I think if I say to you, look, take 2 minutes to fill in this application, and if you can't take 2 minutes to fill in the application, it's not worth 30 minutes of my time to help you grow your business. So my free lead generation audits and strategy sessions are super, super valuable, but they're super valuable for me, my time and my team's time to actually spend that time with anybody who books it. So we're not just going to have the diary filled up with people who haven't filled in the 2-minute application forms. You should do the same to maintain the quality coming through, so you have fun, you have great conversations, and many of them turn into high-paying clients. Number 2 is a lead magnet funnel. Lead magnet funnels are absolutely awesome. This is when we actually give something away for free that should be super valuable and in line with whatever it is that you solve as a problem for the type of person that you're bringing in and attracting with it. So you need to know 2 things here. You need to know, first of all, that the lead magnet that you create is something that they're really, really, really going to want. So if it's not something that they know that they really want, you're really going to struggle to sell it out there even for free through Facebook ads or anything, because if they don't know they need it, even if you know that they need it, it's not going to get a lot of clicks, it's not going to get a lot of opt-ins, and not a lot of people are going to get the opportunity to book a call on the back end of that. However, if you can first of all make sure that it's something that you know the market wants, you're going to be off to an absolute flyer with your Facebook ads. The second key thing here is it has to tick the second box that it's something that is in line with what you sell on the back end. If it is not in line with something that you sell on the back end, you are going to have such a hard time turning those opt-ins into book calls. If you tick both of those boxes, you're going to be in an amazing position. So lead magnet funnels pretty much look like this. They're really, really simple. We literally take an opt-in on the first page, they go through onto the next page, and they're either delivered their free training or their free download, and at the bottom of it, you offer them to book a call to take the next logical step with you. If they don't, then it's okay, because we can still put them through an indoctrination sequence on email, and that'll scoop up some more book calls as well. And then going forward, as long as you've had permission to do so, you can continue to email them and get them over the line, even if it's 18 months from now. But it's going to be a great list full of people who are problem aware, solution aware, and probably, because of this whole system, product aware as well, which is absolutely awesome. And finally, number 3 is a paid challenge funnel. Now, for most people, they're not going to use all 3 here. Most people are either using number 1 and 2 simultaneously, or they're using number 3 on its own. It depends on what's good for you and the type of person you are. Do you like to present? Do you like to always have something upcoming? Or do you like things to be a lot more systemizing on the back end? If you are the type of person that likes to present, that likes to be in groups, that likes to engage with their customers, potentially even before they become high-paying, high-converting, high-paying clients, then a paid challenge funnel is amazing. And if you're the type of person that has done free challenges in the past, this is a massive change. Free challenges, you pay, a couple of grand to get 200 people signed up and signed up for your free challenge. Only 150 people join the group. Only 75 people turn up to the first call. By the end, you've only got 20 people left, and it's 20 people that had no skin in the game and nobody wants to buy anything. With a paid challenge, it completely flips everything on its head, because you can actually be profitable from your ad spend before you even start, which is a great thing. Second of all, everybody who comes into your challenge actually wants to be there. They've got skin in the game, they're going to take part, and they're going to turn up to the calls, so you don't have that feeling of everybody dropping off. And the great thing is, you're probably going to have about 90 to 95% of people there on the last call. Sure, some of them watching on replay, but they're going to still be engaged at that point. And then that gives you a room full of people who have already bought from you, who have just gone through an amazing immersive experience with you, who can see the buzz of a group around you, and then you get to pitch your high ticket products and services on the back end of it. Any of these 3 options can work incredibly well for your business. Okay, step number 2 of a high converting coaching ad to get high quality, high paying clients. Number 2 is your conversion. So the very first thing that Facebook asks you when you set up your Facebook ad is, what conversion objection are you actually looking for? Most people out there are going for website clicks. Some people who have been brainwashed by, inverted commas, advanced marketers out there are doing video views when they haven't got any clients, and they're wasting their money away on getting video views. You should be using conversions here and using great systems on the back end to instantly turn people into high paying clients. Use conversions. Any great Facebook advertiser out there will tell you that 95% plus of the adverts that they have running for clients of all kinds, not just coaching clients, are using conversions. So what are conversions? Conversions are when we tell Facebook that we are looking for a specific action to be taken from our ads. If we look at the examples right there, we had somebody opting in to our application funnel. That would be your conversion. Number 2, people opting into your lead magnet. That's the second funnel we talked about. The third funnel we talked about was a paid challenge. So it would be somebody buying entry to the challenge. And we would be telling Facebook that's the objection that we want from this advert. We don't want really low price clicks if nobody's buying on the other end of it. We want the opt-ins. We want the book calls. We want the people signing up to our paid challenge. Facebook are amazing at getting us the result that we really want. And that is why it's so important, and so many people fall at this very first step of setting up a Facebook ad, of actually telling Facebook, all I want is traffic to my website. That's what you're saying when you say website clicks. When you say I'm looking for purchases, I'm looking for those conversions, they are not only going to optimize for people who have made purchases from Facebook ads in the past, but they're also going to learn more about the audience that you've put in front of them, and they're going to optimize based on how people react to your adverts in relation to the goal that you have set Facebook to go and get you. That is a huge thing right here. Otherwise, they're going to optimize for the lowest price clicks, which can often just be spammers and people who are nosy, who have no interest in your products and services. Use conversions. Okay, before we go into point 3 and 4 here, I just really want to know a lot more about you and your business, and even help you out for free down in the comments. So I just want you to go down and tell me your experience of running Facebook ads as an expert coach, consultant, course creator who's looking to generate those high quality, high paying leads. Are you struggling? Are you winning? What are you using as your structures? Are you still hitting the boost button? Have you even ran an ad before? I would love to know your experience. And if you've got a question for me, drop it down there as well. And I'm more than happy to come back and just give you free advice that's going to help you get more leads and sales. So number 3 is the actual structure of your ad campaign. If you've actually graduated from the boost button, you've started running adverts, and you've gone through Facebook Ads Manager and hit that green button that says create, and you've gone through the 6 or 7 steps of creating a Facebook ad and got to the publish button, do you know what you've actually got there? You've got a campaign that has one campaign, one ad set, and one advert. Okay? This is absolutely destined to fail. Okay? And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Even if I, as somebody who has ran ads for around 7 years and sold everything from coaching to event tickets to radiators to immersive experiences to luxury flowers and everything in between here, I've sold all sorts through Facebook ads across the last 7 years. And I can tell you that if I was running ads like that, even though you feel that you've taken a big jump up from the boost button, I would be failing with my ads as well. And yet it only takes 10-15 minutes longer to set up what I call the Shoney 135 method to massively increase the likelihood of success. In fact, just mathematically, this increases the chances of success by 1,500%. Okay, so mathematically, this isn't just plucking a statistic out there and saying it's 1,500% more likely to succeed. It's literally mathematically 15 times more likely to succeed. Okay, and the reason for that is, as I said, if you go through Ads Manager and you set up that advert, going from create to publish, you've got one campaign, one ad set, and one advert. Simplified for anybody who's new here, one campaign is, what is the campaign? The campaign's to get leads, right? Ad set, you could simplify that and say it's who, it's the audience, it's who's going to see your advert. And then the ad itself, the one ad at the end, is what people are actually going to see in their newsfeed, right? Really, really simple. Now, all we have to do to increase the likelihood of success from this campaign by 1500% is to add more variations of audiences and more variations of ads. What you've got with that 1-1-1 formula is quite simply one chance of success. It's like a 50-50 chance of success. And here's the hard thing. You have to hope and pray that you have the right campaign objective. You have to hope and pray that you've got the right audience selected. You have to hope and pray that the advert that you put together is perfectly positioned for that audience to go and get the result. However, if we simply use the duplicate button a couple of times and go from one audience or one ad set to two audiences or two ad sets, or three audiences or three ad sets, then we have already tripled our chances of success. Why? Because Facebook will dynamically spend your money where the results are coming in. They will split the budget between the three, and wherever the results are flowing in faster, they will push the budget towards that audience. Okay? So instantly we have 3 times more likelihood of success by having 3 sets of audiences. Furthermore, if we do the 1-3-5 method, that means 5 ads per audience. Now, this is so much quicker and simpler than you could ever imagine. All you're doing is hitting a duplicate on the ad that you already created with your simple 1-1-1 structure. Okay? All you're doing is hitting the duplicate button, and when it creates a carbon copy, you then hit edit, and you go in and change the image, the video, some part of the advert to create variation in what Facebook has at its fingertips. For me personally, I like to go with 3 images and 2 videos. However, some people are 4 images and 1 video, and some people are 5 images and 0 videos. Why does it not really matter which one it's going to be? It does matter to an extent. There is a great formula of the 3 and 2. However, some people are just not comfortable on video, which is something, by the way, you should work on if you're an expert coach, consultant, or course creator. Personal branding, it's something that's really important. I couldn't speak to a camera for 10 seconds without nearly wanting to pull my hair out when I first started doing so, but I got used to it. And my top tip for that is use Instagram stories. Just get frequent with even 15 seconds of speaking to the camera, speaking to your phone every single day, because it's so easy to delete it and redo it, and you're going to get used to it, get some flow, and soon enough you'll be speaking to a camera free flowing pretty much for 20-25 minutes with ease. But if you're that type of person and you're not very comfortable on camera, then sure, maybe you're not going to be using videos to actually get people from your advert to your landing page and into your book call calendar. However, if you are somebody who can speak to the camera quite freely, you don't have to be an absolute pro at it. People like realness anyway, so don't worry about it. And you can do 3 images and 2 videos, and it gives Facebook so much variation to work with. You don't even need to change the copy. Do I think that you shouldn't change the copy? Absolutely. Absolutely not even. I think that if you want to take this to the next level, you simply have 10 ads per ad set, and you duplicate your 5 ads, and you do a second piece of copy. However, at the most simplest, and I've seen this work incredibly well. In fact, there's multiple people now that have come through our courses as people who have no adverts running and have gone on to generate over 7 figures now from adverts, and they use the Shoney 1-3-5 method to a T. They haven't gone any further with it. They literally do 3 images or 4 images and 2 videos or 1 video to make up those 5 adverts, and they use 1 piece of copy at a time. A key thing for the creative, which is number 4 right here, is all about what is in the advert, okay? So you've got the structure now. The 1-3-5 method works incredibly well. By the way, if you want a deep dive into the 1-3-5 method and how to take that to a new level as well, I actually have my Advanced Ads Made Easy 2.0. Thousands downloaded this last year back in 2019. It was super, super successful. People loved it. The results off the back of it were amazing. and I've actually just updated it with the end of 2020, what's working right now. If you're watching this in 2023, if the world's still here, I'll have updated that again and put the new video down below, so you can still click on that. It'll probably be Advanced Ads Made Easy 5.0 at this point, but you can dive below, you can grab that, and you can see inside the structures that are working for us right now, this right here. But if we go into the fourth and final part, it's all about the creative of a coaching ad that works. So the first thing to know is you might not even need to reinvent the wheel here whatsoever. If you've got direct competitors, and it might be people who are absolute superstars, you might be new in the field. I'm thinking like a life coach in comparison to a Tony Robbins here. The great thing is, something that you can do is go to Facebook Ads Library. Just put it into Google, go to Facebook Ads Library, and type in your competitors' page names. You can actually see the adverts that they're running right now. You can see some of the adverts that they previously ran as well. And here is the amazing thing. You can see if the ads are active or not, and you can also see when they were published. So a great hack here is to see which adverts that are similar to what you're trying to achieve by people that are years ahead of you in the marketplace are running and have been not turning off this advert for months or possibly even years. If that's the case, you know that advert is responsible probably for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pounds of sales, and you can use it as a template for the type of hooks, the type of ad structure, the types of images or videos that are working well within your marketplace. We're not looking to steal here, we're looking to use it as inspiration and not reinvent the wheel of what's already working in your marketplace. But with that said, we do have a simple structure here for what you should have with your images and videos and how you should really mix these up to get the best out of these coaching ads and images. First off, if we're looking at the images, how should you mix these up? I like to test out a mix of lifestyle, fun, and authority images. Lifestyle images are just everyday images. It could literally be me sitting with my wife. Works really well, especially in a personal branding state, which is true for most experts, coaches, consultants, course creators, and people like that out there in the first place. Second thing is fun. So I actually like to, just look at some like fun images. For me, I actually featured in an Iron Brew advert back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, or maybe a little bit longer, I can't even remember. However, the images are absolutely hilarious of me dressed up as a sailor at sea. They work incredibly well. In fact, you'll always see that I have those adverts running. Third thing is authority images. Authority images, because you're in an expert coaching consultant space, you want to find some images that position you as an authority. Sometimes it can be you standing in front of a crowd presenting. Sometimes it can be you over somebody's shoulder coaching them. Sometimes it can be you standing beside the finished article of your client. Sometimes it can be simply a really authoritative image or personal brand image of you standing in front of, an amazing building or an amazing view in the background by a professional photographer. These authority images work incredibly well as well. For your videos, I like to really mix these up as well. I like the first video to always be something that is really selling the lead magnet or the call itself, me just speaking it. And then the second thing I always like is testimonials of people who are on the other side of what you're getting them to opt in for, or what you're getting them to book a call regarding, or what it is that you're trying to get them into for a challenge. So I like to mix up the two videos in completely different directions, one of which is me speaking about whatever it is I want them to do, and the second thing is just simply a testimonial collage or amazing singular stories of people who have already been through the process. When it comes to copy, the copy is so diverse. It can be super short, it can be super long, both can work incredibly well. You have to simply have a few fundamentals in place that are going to really make these highly perform, especially if you're going down the longer form copy where you've got a lot more written text. And the first thing is there has to be an amazing hook. Even if you're using short copy, the very first line or very first sentence needs to be short, punchy, and it needs to grab their attention. So that can be a question, it can be a statement, it can be direct, so it can be literally download the free this, that, the other. On the other hand, it can be a question. Did you know that? Blah, 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 blah. Make it a really amazing statement. And then the second fundamental of these types of pieces of copy, especially, again, if this is going to be longer form, is to give them something that's educational or an aha moment. It can be something as simple as, what is the number one thing that is stopping men over 40 from achieving the body they always wanted? And then you give them the aha moment that it's not training, it's not nutrition, it's their mindset. Something along the lines of that, okay? So you can give them an aha moment and you've instantly got them bought into reading the rest, clicking through, and actually opting in or booking a call or whatever it may be. The third fundamental that most people miss out on is call them to action. So much so that you shouldn't just tell them, pinpoint exactly what you want them to do, click on this here or whatever it is. You should also have the link at the end of your copy. It works so much better. I've tested with it, I've tested without it, I've done this across all different types of adverts and different campaigns. Please have the link at the end of your piece of copy. It works so well. Okay, really quick recap. Number one was start with the end in mind. What is it you're actually going to send them to? Get it right. It's so unbelievably important. And as I said, down below, I've got my 3 favorite funnels completely dissected so you can see every single step of them and you can steal them and get off to a great start. Great thing with that as well is you can use these funnels organically, not just with your paid advertising. So 100% go and grab that right now. Second of all is to use the conversion objective. Don't start the whole process of creating an advert and tell Facebook that you want something different from what you actually want. Number 3 was quite simply the Shoney 135 method. 10-15 minutes longer than you take to currently set up an advert, and you can be so diverse that you have a 1500% higher probability of success. And number 4 is some key fundamentals of what you should have inside a great coaching advert. So that is having a variation of authority, lifestyle, and fun images. It's having a variation of testimonials and you speaking to the camera videos. And it's having a great hook. It's having an aha moment or an educational piece in the middle, and always calling them to action. Okay, just to close off here, I've got 3 gifts for you. I already mentioned that you can steal my top 3 funnels and actually see inside all of the ones that we were talking about right there. The link is down below. I also mentioned my Advanced Ads Made Easy 2.0, which if you're watching this in 2032, it's still going to be relevant, but it's not going to be Advanced Ads 2.0. The link below will take you to Advanced Ads 13.7. 100% go and watch that. I'm always updating it with exactly the structure of adverts that are working right now. We even dive in deeper into things like marketing maths and the type of adverts that should be out there. It's an amazing training. It's only 45 minutes, but it really, really deep dives. And number 3, if you're a big action taker, and yes, I already said we cancel calls who do not fill in the 2-minute application at the end, you can actually speak to either me or my team. We share the same diary for 30 minutes to dissect your lead generation into your business, your ads, your socials, your emails, anything that you're up to at the moment, to pinpoint the exact things that you could be doing right now to generate more leads and sales. They are extremely limited, but you can go down below. I've got the link there. And as I have said, on the second page, when you're actually booking your call time, if there's no call times available, there is my email address below so that you can send me an email and ask to be notified when more spaces are available. And finally, I just want to say a massive thank you for being here. Please smash that like button. It really, really helps me out. Also, hit the subscribe button and notification bell because I'm making videos like this every single week to deep dive and help you generate more leads and sales for your business.